I'm interested in film because I feel like it's quite a trip creating illusions and images for other people to... I have no idea what I'm saying. Can you top that? Hi, my name is Lilia Molina. I'm a film student at Cal State Northridge, and ever since I was a little kid, I've been very interested in the whole behind the scenes of TV making and movie making, and I figured I'd go for my dreams and take a shot at it. So I'm now trying to get involved with as many projects as I can, and behind or in front of the cameras. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do, and I'm very excited about it.
Don't crash into the corner. He's going to start right here. You're inexperienced. He's going to stop right here. And he's going to put this book right here.
This should be a cool shot. Hope you like it. Hi, my name is Luis. I play John, and it's pretty cool. I mean, as you can see the whole crew here. And we're in the library here at Moore Park. Oops, am I supposed to say that? Anyways, so should be very interesting. All right, bye, y'all.
Okay, what's up? Get ready, 3, 2, 1.
You want to talk to me? You want to talk to me? Okay. My name is Patrick, and I play Manny. Okay? Is that good enough for you? Huh? Sorry. Not really acting.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
More like puking. Yeah, that's it.
Cut.
My name is Angel Hamagata.
Cut.
I'm Tony D, and I play the co-worker in Dear John.
Now what else?
And that's about it.
And you don't do no anything else? Hello, this is his daddy.
Our bosses, because in my newsroom, and maybe you guys have experienced the same thing, the people who sign our checks and who make the decisions up to what goes on the air don't look like us. You know, I have bosses who are from the Midwest and the East Coast who are extremely intelligent, but their idea of what happens in LA, if it didn't happen in Calabasas, Encino, or it isn't trendy in West Hollywood, you know, who cares? And I politely tease them, you know, if you want to go for real Mexican food, there's a great place at First and Lorena, and they're like, well, where's that? It's East LA. Is there any place closer? You know, and I'm like, well, you know, what? Yeah, the Baja Fresh.
Well, you know, I think the point that I was trying to make off of Ricardo's story is twofold. It's one of the reasons why it's important to find people you like, and to groom those people, and to have them groom you, and to create a community of support around yourself. One of them is because there is such a thing as race prejudice in the industry. And since we're swapping war stories, I'll give you mine. The first episode of Charmed that I ever wrote, which I don't know how proud I am of being able to say that, but
the check didn't bounce.
Yeah, no, the check cleared. It was, yeah. And it aired when I was having an operation, so I felt really good. So the first episode I wrote was a Chinese-themed episode, and it had a Chinese title. So the outline went up to one of these very powerful television producers who shall remain nameless, and it said, you know, the Chinese name of the show, and then it said written by Javier Guillermo, you know. So we got it back with this note across the front of the page that said, "I don't understand a single word in this page." It's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh, folks. But anyway, but you know, when I saw that, I thought, well, this is you know, sort of this Rat Pack idea of humor, which, you know, was offensive on many levels. But at the same time, you know, when I look at something like that, I think this is why it's important for you to develop a community around yourself. Because first of all, you're going to encounter, you know, your race prejudice and your age prejudice and your sex prejudice and all that stuff. And you're also going to encounter the fact that a large part of people who enter the entertainment industry are just plain psychotic and really mean-spirited. And you want to create that cocoon of people around yourself, of whatever race, creed, or color they are. You want to be with people you trust. I think in the creative side in television, where you're assembling crews and things like that, it's a little bit easier, but it is definitely something that I live by and something that I recommend that all of you, as you look around at your fellow students and all that, consider very seriously. That you really want to be working with the people who are in the trenches with you and grow up with them and continue to use them in whatever capacity they're trained in.
You know what's amazing? Look at the talent on stage. You can, between the three of them, you can get it written, directed, you got your star, you get a vehicle, they get it on the air, and you know damn well it's going to be, to quote Jackie, fucking funny. And then you got me covering the premiere. And believe me, I tell you what, the few times that I've had to cover an entertainment story, and I see a face that's similar to mine, who I know is the star of the movie or anything else along that line, I will stand up and I'm going, yo, Isaac, ven acá, come here. And you'll say something in Spanish and they're like, come on over. And they're like going, why is he talking to you? And it's like, well, because we can relate. Are you guys related? No, forget it. If I have to explain it to you, you won't get it. It's kind of like explaining why we eat menudo. And it's like, eat it. If I tell you what's in it, you'll get it.
Young Puerto Rican singers. Sorry.
Now, let me just. Were you finished? Were you going to say something? No, I don't want to interrupt. You were going to say something, but it just the conversation kind of brings up something that, you know, it's no longer that the whole question of just Latinos in the industry or entering the industry or racism in the, you know, it's a very, very complex situation, and it takes many different levels, and you confront it on many different levels, personal and professional. And it seems to me that one of the things that happens is that once you are in a position where you're working, you know, whether it's not whether it is exactly or not, you know, exactly the shows you want to be working on or not, but that you're building that kind of reputation that is very important to be recognized as a professional, not just as a Latino professional, right? So that what happens to you then as a Latino who then has to stand in for all Latinos because someone is coming to you to ask questions either because they don't know, and I'm going to ask Jackie because she has this great smirk on her face, but, you know, just sort of to start, because, you know, it is a very complex role that you then have to play that you don't necessarily want to play, that you're either forced into, or that you have to respond in some way, right?
Right. I mean, honestly, I wish I had the magic soundbite answer to that, but I'll tell you that. Well, I'll tell you a quick anecdote, and then I want to lay out a challenge. Because, first of all, you don't have to get into a fight to defend yourself, Hermano, because there just is racism. It's so rarely in your face so that you really can go, really, cabrón? You know? It's usually like, oh, that's a little too Latino, you know, or is there someplace closer than East LA? Or I don't understand anything on your